Welcome to the Personio product update. My name is Lena, and I'm going to present you the previous updates of the past month that our product team has released. I'm a community manager, and I'll try to cover all the topics during my presentation. If there are any other things that you have questions on regarding the presentation, you're welcome to ask your questions in the Q&A section down here in the Zoom bar. And my lovely colleague Mark will answer them, and Laura will pick a few questions and also ask them live after every chapter that we're having. So just the formalities up front, and now we can start right into it with the tip of the month before we have a look at the agenda. So the tip of the month this month is regarding performance again. It is about the performance cycle builder. Those of you who are not using it yet or who do not know much about it, it's worth to check out the Help Center article, Performance Review Cycles in Personio. It gives you a good overview of what you can do and how you do it. And therefore you can automate and standardize your performance processes. So that you are on a level that your employees also profit from it very well. And in this Help Center article, there's also a performance management guideline, which was created by Personio, and which summarizes some tips and tricks about giving feedback and performance reviews. And there's also a little self-evaluation that you can do on your own and in your own pace, and like it's just for yourself. And to see at what level you are. I think that always helps and sometimes opens our eyes ourselves. And then let's have a look at the agenda and start right into the topics. Today we have topics in all three buckets. We have some topics in HRM, integrations, and for recruiting. I have a little update on the maternity protection, maternity leave, how you can enter that, especially important for our international customers. And I also give you some information about how you can become a climate neutral employer with the help of Personio, and also on upcoming changes that we have in the contact persons so that you can get support or contact our customer growth team. On the integration side, I want to quickly introduce you to an Okta and Azure AD update that was done on the API side. And I also want to introduce you to the integrations join Softgarden and elearnio. And on the recruiting side, we have a little news on the job boards that we offer for Ukrainian refugees now on Personio, and give a little outlook what you can do and book there. Then let's start with the first topic, maternity protection, maternity leave. In Personio so far, German rules of maternity leave, they were set in stone. You could not edit it or have different rules applying. Now this is possible. Now the German maternity leave can be overwritten. You can enter individual dates. This is very important for customers and users who are sitting outside of Germany, for example, in Austria, Denmark. They just have different times and periods for maternity leave. Let's have a look at the account, how this is looking. Here in our demo account, we have the profile of Jasmine, for example. Yes. And when we are on her profile and we want to edit her profile and add another kid, the kids are here under HR information, and we add a child, and we do not know the name of the child. We also do not know the gender by now, but we know the expected birth date. This is on the 2nd December, Ashley has told us. So here we go. And then we can enable maternity protection. We do not know if there is if it's a multiple birth or it's an early birth. So here you can see that there is the German duration set up automatically. But what we are going to do, for example, when Jasmine is sitting in Denmark, for example, they do get maternity leave 4 weeks before, and I think it was 14 weeks after. So until from the 4th of November until the 10th of March, and we can enter that here. And we also want an absence to be shown in the absence calendar. Therefore, we set up maternity protection so that also the colleagues are informed that the employee is not there, in case they have the access right on this absence category, of course. Okay, and then we have saved that and submit that, and then it's all set. That's it regarding the maternity leave. And that brings us to the next topic. Yeah, in April, end of April, we had the Earth Week in Personio. We were also, showing like some cases in the online community. We're reporting on that, and we're celebrating the partnership between Personio and Planetly. Planetly is a company that supports you by calculating, reducing your existing carbon footprint and also offsetting your carbon footprint. This means that you can become a CO2 neutral employer and also get a certificate for your career page on your homepage. It can appear with a little button, as this is also an advantage in the nowadays race for the best talent. I think that's a plus. And also, of course, for your company, for Personio, for example, it's a huge topic, and we also encourage other companies in doing so and offsetting your carbon footprint. And how Personio is working with Planetly is that you can request important information from your employees regarding their climate footprint directly through Personio. So you do not need a separate survey to send for to the employees and save thereby time and efforts. And you can simply do that with Personio. And also, if that hasn't convinced you yet, there's also a possibility to get 5% refunded of your annual Personio payment, because of course we also want to support climate neutral employers. And that's the action that Personio is doing that and contributing here on that side. Yes, so that's it, and bringing us to the last topic in HRM. It's a small update, but important to know. It's not like directly connected with the product, but there is a change in the workflow, how you are, how you can contact Personio now. It's being rolled out until the 16th of May. And for some, it's in the account already. For some, it'll come soon. And for now, we were talking about support and GDPR authorized people who were allowed or who could contact Personio. This is mainly to protect your data so that we, on our side, when we get a call, have the validation, okay, this is this person speaking and this person is allowed to get support and is GDPR authorized, means give us instructions what to do with their account. This is just a measure of security for you and for your data. So what we have done now is not to have support and GDPR authorized people anymore, but now we have account holders and contract holders. So that the account holder is asking service questions, for example, and can contact us with product questions. And the contract holder, for example, we contact them when we have questions regarding financial topics, or if there is contact with the growth and with our customer growth team and regarding the packages. Both of them are GDPR authorized, so they can instruct Personios to do something with their account, etc. But this has changed. Everyone was informed via email on Monday already, but as this is a big change, I wanted to also inform you here in this format about it, that you please update your information. All the so far GDPR authorized were immediately changed to account holders. but please refresh, for example, the contract holders too. Thank you. And that brings me to the last slide here in this category. Are there any questions, Laura? I think the chat was quite silent.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't have any open questions, or just 1 second. We just received one. So why can we no longer contact support via email? Is it much more effort for us as customers?
Like to support them in the tool?
I'm sorry, so it is much more effort. So they would prefer to contact us via mail.
Okay, like I'm not 100% sure about the background, but I think there will be more functionalities that will be added in the future so that you get immediate support quicker. And I assume at the moment that that is one of the decisions why this like workflow was chosen. And but I'm happy to share the feedback that it was very easy for you to just write an email in your email tool where you work on a daily basis.
Great. And we just received the second question. So is there a limit on people we can add?
I do not know if the exact numbers, if they exist, but I assume that there is a limit, yes.
Okay, that's it by now.
Thank you. And then let's have a look at the integrations topic. On the integration side, I give you the update to the Okta and Azure APIs, and then let's have a look at the recruiting and talent management integrations that we have newly. So with Okta and Azure Active Directory, it is now possible to create emails with an individual name. So far, the scheme that you had, the UPN scheme, the UPN part is the part that you have in front of the @ in an email address. And there was a specific scheme that had to be met. And now you can have an individual scheme. You can have like a hyphen, you can have just the first and the first name and the first letter of your last name. You can individualize that completely. This is great. For example, Lina _h@personio.de, that will be possible now. That was a wish from quite a few customers. And also, for example, if there is another Lina Herman in your company, it's no problem. The email address can still be created automatically. They just add the employee ID in the end of the name, and then this process can still take place and just manually needs to be done if wished. And it's also possible, for example, to have no separator at all and just have the first and last name, for example. That was a wish from our customers that our product team now has developed or further pushed. Having a look at the 3 new integrations, we have 2 recruiting integrations, Join and Softgarden, and we have 1 talent management integration. For Join and Softgarden, they're like fairly similar. Join is a platform where you can create modern job ads. You can publish on more than 100 job boards, 10 job boards. You can even push your application or like your postings automatically, and it simplifies your hiring process and workflows. Join is connected via the recruiting API, and candidates can also be managed in Personio. So this is very important to mention here. Join really is connected via the recruiting API. Therefore, you need a recruiting package. And Softgarden, on the other hand, it's also an applicant management platform and helps you for a quick hiring. You have a recommendation manager, for example, when your employees recommend a candidate, this is all manageable via Softgarden. But here the difference is that in Softgarden, the applicants, as soon as they are being hired, then in Softgarden it says hired, and in Personio a new employee profile is pushed. So you do not need a recruiting package with this integration, it is connected via the public employee API. And coming to the last integration, it's elearnio. It is a talent management software for digital pre-boarding, onboarding, training, employee development. And yeah, it stands for quick training creation. So you can really create your own videos, integrate seminar dates. There is also gamification included, and also it helps you to, it supports you with an interactive learning so that your employees are really focused on the topics that you are teaching in this training session. You can brand that in your own company CI, have an own domain for your better employer branding. And yeah, there's also one big plus, you have access, if you book that, to the learning integration for ready-made content already in trainings that are for example, I just name one, communication classes or trainings. They're not company specific. So these are trainings, there are trainings that you could generally book that you do not have to create them on your own. And yeah, here only employee master data is transferred, though, for example, if you wanted to connect elearnio, you can copy the links of the training course into the description in Personio. So far in trainings management, I know there is not a clickable link, but you can still enter it and yeah, have the information in Personio then. And our product team is working on the clickable links and furthermore activities and features, of course. Okay. Then that's it to the integrations part. Laura, I've seen there are some questions open. I'm happy to answer them.
Yeah, we have one open question. Do you know if Join is for free or where more information can be found?
So more information you find on marketplace.personio.de, and you definitely need to contact Join also, because with the integrations it's working like you have to contact the partners, but I know that they have a free and apparently also a free and a paid version. I'm not sure if both of them work on the integration here. So I've also checked out, and Join is finalizing the integration from their side. So you definitely do need to contact the partner, and then you can check on the further details too. But the first ones to get a quick overview, you'll find on the marketplace.personio.de.
Okay, great. Thank you. There are no open questions now.
Okay, perfect. All right. Then let's have a look at the last topic for today, and then we're much quicker than it was scheduled anyways, and you have some more spare minutes on your afternoon. In recruiting, very important in current times, there was a project started at Personio, how we as Personio and also other companies can support in the current situation. And yeah, one of the ideas that came up was building a platform that it's easier for companies to post jobs on websites or on job boards for Ukrainian refugees. And two of them we have integrated in Personio now. One is job aid for Ukrainian refugees, and the other one is UA talents. And yeah, the only three requirements that are for the companies who are offering those positions is that the position is really ideally and specifically for refugees open, so that you have thought of it, and for example, that having a bit of flexibility that is offered with the position, and yeah, that they are supported by the company, and also that refugees should be legally able to work in the position that you're posting, and that the job description must be written in English, Ukrainian, or Russian. That are the three requirements that need to be met. And yeah, then you can post on the two boards. Each posting costs 30 euros. This is a fee. And it covers the manual integration of each post into the two job boards. This was necessary because there is manual effort, and it's also that the net the net revenue goes into an organization that supports refugees from the Ukraine. So it's really a good project also where this is being invested into. Yes, and that's it with the product updates from the previous month. What's next? The next Personio product update is coming up on the 2nd of June. I'm happy to see you there. If you do have any feedbacks, yeah, please share them with us. We're a small round here. I'm seeing we're at 20% participants at the moment. So please share your feedback, whatever you think of this format, how we can improve it, what you like about it. We are always happy to hear your feedback. We have adapted, for example, the agenda that we sent out yesterday automatically, because that was a wish to really know more about the agenda points. And yeah, then we want to further improve this format for you. And one last outlook is that with the user group meeting, stay tuned. We are coming to Dublin sometime this year in summer or in autumn. Yeah, that would be great. And it would be lovely to meet a few customers who are also watching here. That would be lovely. Then thank you for joining and have a lovely afternoon. See you soon. Bye-bye.